Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Be Perfectly Blended. If you've been here before, thanks so much for coming back. And if this is your first time, thanks so much for clicking on. In today's video, I'm going to start by making some curry chicken for dinner tonight. And then I'm going to go ahead and clean my kitchen, including getting my kitchen floor nice and clean. Then I've got some laundry to fold. And I've got to get my living room picked up as we are getting ready to go on our family camping trip. Thanks so much for coming along with me while I get it all done. I'm going to start by cutting up some peppers. I have an orange pepper, red pepper, and a green pepper along with an onion. If you've seen my previous video, our camp prep, half of this that I cut up, I used for fajitas for camping. And then the other half I diced up, and that is what I used for the chicken curry that I'm making for dinner tonight. I have got some chicken legs in this bowl that I've already rinsed and dried. I'm adding some mustard. You will not taste the flavor of the mustard. It will just bind all these seasonings I'm adding. I am being generous with my seasoning, salt, garlic, and onion powder, and then my curry powder. And once I've added all the seasonings, then I will go ahead and put some gloves on and mix, just really coat the chicken legs. I put my pot here on a medium-high heat, and I added just a little bit of oil, not enough to fry, just a little bit. And now I am just coating my chicken, just mixing all the yumminess together, making sure that it is all coated evenly. Once the oil heats up, I go ahead and kind of do this in layers. So I put some of the veggies down there on the bottom. And then here I'm just adding my chicken in, placing them kind of so they're not super squished together, just a little bit as much spaced out as possible so they have a little bit of room for cooking. Make sure you get all your seasoning in there. So once the chicken's in, then I add another layer of the vegetables. And then just to kind of balance out, because curry can be very strong, I do add a little bit of pineapple juice. And that little sweetness just kind of gives a good balance. Once that's in, I do add these curry cubes. I only use half because I'm not making a whole lot of chicken curry, so I don't want the flavor to be too strong. And here's what it's looking like. So the key is you do not want the chicken to fry, so it will make its own kind of juice, produce a little more water to it. So you just want to kind of mix it around, make sure it's not sticking on the bottom, and then go ahead and put a top on it. I turn it down a little bit and just let it go. Here is what it's looking like. I did stir it around a little. Now I'm going to add a little bit of water so that it can just continue to simmer. This is about an hour and a half later. It smells so good. And I've turned the heat down just to letting it simmer. Let it just kind of sit in its juices and marinate. The juices are beginning to thicken up. Remember, feel free once the chicken is cooked to taste. Make sure that you have all your seasonings where they want to be.
Yummy. It is so yummy and thick and perfect and falling off the bone. So it's not super thick, but definitely when you put it over rice, the rice will absorb some. But yeah, look at that. Falling off the bone. Yummy. And the rice.
So here is the end result. It was so good, super flavorful. So my kids really enjoyed it, and I did have enough left over where I was able to bake it up and bring it camping with us. So I was able to heat that up a little bit for a snack, so that was good. Here I am next, just folding some laundry. of course, story of our lives. But really, just kind of repacking yet again. It seems like we've just gone from camping to the mountains to the beach, back to camping. And so, anyways, just getting the laundry done, folding up the sweatshirts and all that good stuff so that I can continue packing. Like I mentioned earlier, we were getting ready to go on a camping trip. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you went anywhere during the summer, if you went to the beach or the mountains or camping or even out of state, or if you just did a staycation. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you went out of town or did anything this summer, any camping or beach or the mountains, or if you did a staycation at home. Finally down to the socks, and believe it or not, all the matches were there. All right, at this point, it is later in the night, and I've pretty much got stuff ready for packing. I've pretty much got stuff packed and ready for camping. So now I need to go ahead and knock out the rest of the dishes and then move on with cleaning my kitchen and getting my living room and stuff ready. So then when we leave and we come back to a nice clean house. My grandson is here, so we have Shrek playing in the background. I'm just in here going to go ahead and wipe the countertops down with an antibacterial spray and just kind of get everything disinfected and wiped down. As I mentioned, we're getting ready to go on a camping trip, so I'm super excited because it is myself and my daughter, my sons, and then my grandson, or one of my grandsons, and then my other son and my other grandson will come up for the day. They're unable to come up and camp. Well, to be fair, my older son has not camped, and I don't think he necessarily wants to, but he indulges me by coming up for a day, so that's always fun. So he's going to bring my grandson up, so that'll be nice. So anyways, here I am just wiping down the windows and cleaning all the glass here. And then next I'll just go ahead and wipe down the TV and then get the picture frame over here on the wall. Now I'm going to go ahead and move on to my wood furniture. So I'm just going to give my coffee table a nice dusting and wipe down, and then move over here to my entertainment center and kind of dust and wipe through my knickknacks. Moving on to my kitchen floor, I did remove my kitchen mats, but I didn't remove my cart or garbage can mat. I just kind of cleaned around them for whatever reason. But I did start by giving a good sweep. I had so many crumbs and things on my floor from all the cooking and prepping for camp. Once that's done, I just went in with my cloth and kind of gave my floor a good wipe down. And then I went in with my Mop and Glow. And so here I just literally squirt my Mop and Glow onto my linoleum floor and go in and just wipe it, spread it, clean my floor there with, on my hands and knees, and get it all wiped up and work my way right on out of the kitchen. Next, I'm going to move on to vacuuming. Now here, normally I use my Shark, but every now and a blue moon I will pull out my old school vacuum. This was passed down to me from my mom. And so anyways, like I said, every now and then I'll pull that out. And I just felt like I really needed to just, use the old school vacuum tonight for whatever reason. So that's what I did. My grandson was just running around having a heyday as I vacuum. If you've seen any of my previous videos with him, he is not afraid or intimidated by the vacuum at all. So he just thinks it's the coolest thing. Obviously, here is a lot of our camp stuff I've prepped for camping in the background. Anyways, once everything was cleaned up, I went ahead and added a little Febreze spray real quick. I want to thank you so much for coming along with me today as I cooked curry for dinner and cleaned my home, got us ready to go on our camping trip. Please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know if you tried the curry, and I hope to see you in the next one.